Hello, my name is Tim Hickey, and in this screen recording video tutorial I'm going to show you how to link in a skybox and a tile plane and an avatar to create the beginning of a virtual world for your questing game. Okay, so here's the Blender main screen, but let me move that down for a moment. I assume you've downloaded and unzipped the Simple Avatar, the Desert Skybox, and the Tiled Floor folders. Let's now create a new folder for this game, and we're going to call it Quest Game. It's the name of the folder. I'll lift it up here. And we want to drop in the Simple Avatar, drop in the Desert Skybox, and drop in the Tiled Floor. So here's our Quest Game folder. It has those three folders in it, the Skybox, the Avatar, the Tiled Floor. Eventually we'll just zip this whole folder up, and upload it to our portfolio page, so anybody can download it and play it. Alright, so let's go back to the Blender default screen. Here we go. And let's start by saving this into the Quest Game. So go to Desktop, and let's go into Quest Game, and we'll call this quest.blend. Turn and hit the Save as Blender file. Great, so now we've saved it. We don't need this default cube, so hit X and delete it. So the first thing we're going to do is link in the Desert Skybox. So click on the File menu, go down to Link, and click on Desktop, Quest Game, Desert Skybox, Skybox.blend. You always link in a group. So here's the group. We click on it, click on Skybox, and link append. Okay, it looks a little different. It's not quite what we want. We need to go here and make the viewport shading textured rather than solid, which is the default. Okay, it looks better. Still, there's this big black stuff here. That's because the camera, the default camera, is only looking out 1 kilometer. So hit N and scroll down to where it says clip, and we have to make the end clipping plane 10 kilometers. So make it 10,000 meters. And there we have a nice 360 view of this desert scene. Okay, the next step is to bring in a tile plane. So just do the same thing, File, Link, and let's go up to the folder that has the tiled floor in it. There it is. And click on Tiled Floor and click on Group in the Tiled Floor group. Whenever you want to make something linkable, you have to put it in a group. Link append from library, and there it is. So now if I zoom out, we have our tiled floor in a desert scene. And actually, let me make a copy of it. So Shift D and move it over there. And then RX, rotate around the x-axis. And then lift it up a little bit. So this will be some kind of a little interesting thing. You can run and jump off the edge and go down. And we'll make another one. Shift D. And GZ, grab in the Z direction, we'll drop it down here. Okay, so we've got a scene with 3 of these stone or these tiled floors. Now let's hit A to deselect everything, and let's bring in the avatar. So for the avatar, we're not going to link it in, we're actually going to append it. For technical reasons, linking doesn't work because it's hard to get the cameras to be able to switch to the camera if it's on a LinkedIn object. So we're going to append, slightly different process. Click append. Let's go up to the Simple Avatar and down into the monkey avatar cam.blend. And now we want to go into object. Notice there's no group here. We want to go into object. And which objects do we want? So left click on avatar, shift left click on avatar cam, and shift left click on monkey. We want the avatar cam, and the monkey. The avatar is actually the box. We press link append from library and zoom in, and there it is. Let's lift it up a bit. Okay, if we now hit A to deselect everything and then click on the camera to select it, we can say view cameras, set active object as camera. Now we'll look through that camera. So our view from the camera. Notice it's all black out here. That's because the camera has, again, its clipping plane has to be set so it'll see far enough out. So it's selected. Down here it says Avatar Cam. So go over to this window, which is the Properties window, and click here on the Object Data. It's the third from the right. And down here where it says Clipping, it says 100 meters. Let's put in 10,000 meters, 10 kilometers. Great. There's some other things we need to do. We need to click here on the Render button and click here on Blender Render and make it Blender Game. That changes the menus here a bit. And click on Extend. If you don't, let me just show you. If you hit P for play, it's just limited to that little box. Escape to get out. We click Extend, then hit P for play. We get the whole view, which looks better. So let's now do Shift Space here, P for play, and now we can drive our little monkey around. And oh, it fell down here. We can climb up a little bit and turn around to look at the view. There's the view. We drop underneath, and boom, we're down in the lower level. And then we can try to go back up. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. A little bumpy there. Boom, oh, we can't. Oh, also you see there's a copyright on that texture. Alright, so let's escape to get out of there, and Shift Space to go back. Last thing we should do is create a credits text file here. So I'm in the text editor window. Right here it's text editor. And I clicked on plus, and I'm going to call this credits.txt. And up here I'm going to call this the Simple Quest Game, author Tim Hickey, date 9/23/2011, license, I'll say the tiled floor is licensed by myyoung.com for general use but not resale. And everything else, also in the Skybox. Desert Skybox is also licensed for general use, and the credits file in that folder gives details. So we want to give credit where credit is due. Everything else is by me, and is in the public domain. Use it how you wish. Okay, so now we save this. File, save as, make sure it's in the right place. It's in quest.blend, yes, save. And we've now created a nice little starting place for the game. You can see the environment, you can drive around, there's a couple planes. The next step will be to add food and jewels and to add controls so that you have a health property and a wealth property, and you have to finish in a certain amount of time without running out of health, and all the interesting game rules. But we'll do that later. So for now, I want you to just try to create your own world. You can also use the Jenga bricks or the dominoes to create structures here and towers that you can run into. Okay, so have fun.